Be me 20 years old. Wake up always grabbing phone. Screen is first and last. Checking messages before brushing teeth. Scrolling feeds instead eating breakfast. Walking street with eyes down. Earbuds blasting to block silence. Friends exist mostly inside chats. Family talks feel like noise. Real world fades into background. Thought arrives one quiet morning. What if I switch off? What if I test myself? Live a day without screen. Heart races thinking about silence. Imagine missed calls and chaos. Hand trembles placing phone drawer. Sound of click feels heavy. Room suddenly emptier without buzzing. Mind screams what if happens. My chest tightens from panic. Yet small spark whispers try. A day without phone begins. Morning stretches longer without screen. I sit staring at ceiling. Silence grows louder inside chest. Hear neighbor's footsteps above me. Hear birds singing outside window. Every sound sharper than before. Used to drown them with noise. Now each moment feels too raw. My hands twitch reaching pocket. But nothing waits for me. Drawer closed like locked prison. I pace room restless uneasy. Thoughts swirl maybe I should quit. Maybe just quick peek inside. But pride holds me steady. I push myself to resist. Finally step outside for air. Sunlight feels harsh on skin. Street looks brighter than usual. Trees sway gently in breeze. Colors pop like painted canvas. World looks alive watching me. Without phone between my eyes. Stop at cafe on corner. Usually hide behind glowing screen. Today eyes wander room freely. Barista moves quick pouring drinks. Strands of hair fall forward. She brushes them back gently. I notice every small detail. First time I truly watch. She looks up finally sees. Our eyes meet holding longer. I smile awkward but real. Her smile answers warm and bright. Tiny spark flows through silence. Connection deeper than expected moment. Coffee arrives steaming in hands. Taste richer, sharper, more alive. Without distraction every sip lingers. I sit quietly just breathing. Room hums soft with human voices. Felt strange yet deeply comforting. Like world waited to be seen. Rain starts falling on street. Normally I would rush inside. Today I let drops hit. Cold water runs across face. Clothes stick heavy on shoulders. Laughter escapes without real reason. Walking slower, breathing in storm. Then spot classmate from university. We usually text short memes. Rarely share anything more deep. Now soak we both laugh. He talks about his project. Late nights coding until sunrise. Failing often, but pushing forward. His voice carries burning passion. Eyes light up with hope. I listen closer than ever. Words strike sharp against silence. I feel respect building inside. Never knew this hidden fire. We walk further just talking. Rain feels lighter around us. Connection stronger than before today. His stories spill like rushing water. Failures sound like marks of honor. He speaks with fire unbroken. Each word sharp carving the air. I realize I never noticed. This person sitting near me daily. Hidden world behind quiet presence. Passion stronger than any distraction. We walk slowly sharing thoughts. No rush, just steady rhythm. Laughter echoes between raindrops falling. Time stretches soft around us. When finally parting ways later, my chest feels strangely heavier. Not from sadness, but discovery. I uncovered real side of him. A human story behind small texts. Something phone never truly revealed. Friendship felt solid like foundation. Connection etched deep inside memory. Walk home soaked but smiling. Silence now feels alive inside. At home parents call me down. Usually I avoid with excuses. Hide upstairs scrolling endless feeds. This time I walk slowly down. Table set, food still steaming. Mother shares stories about co-workers. Her voice colors pictures so vivid. Faces appear inside my mind. Father talks about his youth. Laughing about reckless adventures once lived. His tone still carries old fire. Suddenly I see him differently. Not just parent, but young dreamer. A mirror of my restless self. For years, I never noticed. Buried inside phone avoiding voices. Now I sit listening fully. Room glows warmer with each story. I feel something reconnect inside. Family ties stitch tighter once more. Evening stretches longer than expected. And silence feels gentle, not heavy. Dinner continues, voices overlapping softly. No background buzzing from my phone. Just laughter echoing through the house. I watch faces more closely. Lines on skin tell stories. Eyes shine with quiet resilience. Each word lands heavier than usual. I realize time always slipping. Moments I wasted scrolling feeds. Now I feel them in full. I am part of this. Not guest drifting through evening. Warmth fills chest like steady fire. Family feels closer than before. Every small detail glows brighter now. Clinking fork sound almost like music. I lean back, soaking atmosphere slowly. Heart beats calmer, more in rhythm. Night falls, yet I stay grounded. Silence wraps house in gentle comfort. Connection feels strong, unshaken finally. Later I lie down in bed. Room quiet except faint air hum. Mind drifts back into childhood days. Times I stared at blank ceiling. Creating wild stories out of nothing. Imagination flowing without permission freely. Phone had stolen those quiet spaces. Filled them with noise and distraction. Now silence feels like open field. Thoughts run wild, unchained and free. I remember drawing superheroes on paper. Building worlds inside my young head. Tonight that same spark returns alive. I smile, realizing boredom is gift. Not curse, but doorway to ideas. Each moment of stillness feels rich. Creativity blossoms where silence grows stronger. For first time, I welcome emptiness. It no longer feels lonely void. Instead it feels like hidden power. Night deepens, shadows stretch across room. Drawer waits silently with phone inside. Cold device hidden yet still tempting. I open slowly, holding breath tight. Pick it up, feeling strange weight. Metal cold against nervous fingers. Screen dark yet powerful in silence. Urge rises to press the button. But something inside me resists strong. I realize I miss nothing. Instead I gain something more alive. Clarity, warm calmness in my chest. All day felt heavy yet freeing. I gently place phone back again. Close drawer, hearing click like closure. Choose to protect new fragile peace. Darkness around me feels comforting now. No buzzing lights, no sudden pulls. Just me lying quietly with self. World outside still waiting patiently. Lying in dark, eyes heavy. Thoughts drift over missed smiles. Faces I ignored, scrolling feeds. Friends muted by glowing screen. Family voices drowned by noise. Everything had been around always. Yet I looked somewhere else. Truth lands sharp inside chest. It was never the phone. It was me choosing escape. Hiding behind screen from life. Avoiding real moments every day. Now silence feels like teacher. Each second carving deeper meaning. I see how blind I was. Life waited while I disappeared. Simple things now feel priceless. World outside never left me. I left world hiding inside. Sleep comes softer than before. Morning light warms my face. First time I reach outward. Not for drawer, not phone. But for world around me. Day without screen changed everything. Gave me back missing pieces. Showed me life was waiting. Truth simple yet deeply strong. I was the absent one. Now silence feels like freedom. Now moments breathe without filter. Sunrise glows brighter than ever. Heart beats steady, calm, alive. I feel grounded inside reality. Not chasing pixels, not noise. But living here fully awake. Like, share and comment below. Have you lived a day unplugged?